Hey guys, I'm at Beautiful Hill Air Force Base in Utah, and I'm joined by Major Kristin, BEO Wolfe, F-35A demo pilot and commander of the F-35A demonstration team for the U.S. Air Force. Hello, BEO. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
So this week I posted a picture of you on my Instagram, and I asked people what they would like to know about you. And I got a ton of response. So I have a few questions here from people that I hope you can answer.
Okay.
The first one is from Stefan Neering, and he asks, which location is the most difficult to fly your airshow routes and why?
Most difficult was Reno, Nevada last year because it was about 45 knot winds, which makes, obviously takeoff, landing difficult, but also some of the maneuvers because it's a big fly-by-wire system. So it's trying to compensate for the winds as I'm max performing the airplane. So that was tough, as well as most difficult is the density altitude up there. So it's already at high altitude, but then it was hot. So the density altitude was upwards of 8,000 to 9,000 feet. And so that air is so much thinner than you think at sea level. So the airplane just doesn't perform as well as you'd like it to.
Yeah. Great. Second question comes from Matt Porter. He says, as a parent of 2 young daughters, here is my question. What do you recommend parents do to get their children involved in aviation early to both inspire them and set them up for successful aviation?
First, I'd say bring them to the Hill Air Show. That's an easy one. It's free. So that's a big one. Just exposing them to a variety of different airplanes. It doesn't have to be military. They can go to general aviation route. Those are also all awesome avenues. Civil Air Patrol is a great one. I did a couple flights when I was young as well, just to kind of get them in an airplane, see if they like it, get them at the controls, and just get them exposed to all that. Taking them to airports and watching other people fly. Flight simulators are really awesome these days. Just an at-home way to get familiar with the cockpit.
Okay. Now, to follow up on that, a lot of people asked about your personal journey to become a fighter pilot, and do you have any advice for guys who might be a little bit, or girls who might be a little bit older who are trying to still get into this?
Yeah, the military, especially pilots, it's an avenue all the way up into your 30s. You have to have a bachelor's degree, but there's a lot of ways to get into it. The military route, so whether it's officer training school, ROTC, or going to the academy. The academy is straight out of high school for the younger crowd, but that's all a great route, and if you don't, for some reason meet the medical requirements or whatever, general aviation is a great route as well to start, chipping away bit by bit, get your PPL, which some of our guys in our demo team have theirs, just trying to work towards that pilot license.
Okay, cool. So next question comes from Don Shi123. He wants to know what jet you flew before the F-35 and what was the hardest thing about the transition?
I flew the F-22 Raptor, which is another 5th generation stealth platform, so I think I had the easiest transition, honestly, of any of the pilots probably here at the wing, just coming from that airplane with the tactics, the sensors, the airplane is almost identical to this. Very comparable, compatible. The biggest challenge was probably just getting used to the different variety of bombs and the sensors by having this that I didn't have in the Raptor, like the laser guided bombs and targeting pods and stuff.
Sure. Ian Cowie asked, what is it like being part of one of the most advanced pieces of machinery ever created by humanity?
Wow.
I know, right? I like that one.
Well, it's pretty awesome, I guess. It's cool. Getting to take this airplane around the country and show it off to people that have never even seen it fly, maybe have worked on it all their lives and never seen it, come to fruition. That's really awesome because it is the tip of the spear. It's what, they're asking for night one of a war to go do that. So to take it to air shows to the general public to show that off, it's the best job in the world.
That's cool. Now, 2 more. First one is from Alex Bogdanovich, and I like this question too. The F-35 seems to have many unofficial nicknames like Fat Amy or Panther. Which one do you use for the F-35?
Yeah, I'm sure they're all out there. We use the Lightning too.
Okay.
It's a little bit of legacy, right? Actually, in our heritage flights, we get to fly with the P-38 Lightning 1 sometimes, and that's what it was named after. So that's really cool to see a warbird, generations later as a 15 fighter getting the Lightning through.
Cool. And the last one is from Jessica Burris, and she asked, what is the most G's you ever pulled?
Oof. I've seen 9.6 in this airplane, which is pretty aggressive.
Wow.
I can't remember if I've seen more in the Raptor, but it all hurts the same. It's all 9 Gs.
All right, and then I have one question for you, and that is, you're going into your 3rd year, which is most likely your last year. What's next for BEO after this?
Well, I'm reaching the end of my pilot commitment, so there's a lot of options, whether, you continue on in the Air Force or get out and do some general aviation stuff. That's the nice part is, especially being, like I said, the tip of the spear with the F-35, it's going everywhere, even overseas, so the options are kind of endless. So I don't know yet. This is the long story.
Maybe we'll see you in Lakenhead at some point.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So the air show she's talking about is June 25th, 26th, right here, Warriors over the Wasatch Air Show. You'll see BEO, you'll see the Thunderbirds, you'll see the Rhino demo team from the U.S. Navy. So free entrance. Make sure you come out.